Run to Improve podcast half hour with your host, Josue Santos from Las Vegas, bringing you inspiration and motivation to keep it going. Here we go. Let's go.
This is your host, Mr. Run2Improve. Hopefully you guys are having a good evening. It's about 9 o'clock here in Las Vegas. What a crazy day. I had a nice race today. I was out there with Be Brave, helping them out with their event. It's an anti-bullying association, nonprofit. They want to spread the word in schools and provide the knowledge to stop bullying. You know, it's time to stand up and say no more. So thank you for having me out there, guys. To Margarita, to Kyle, to Angel. It was a pleasure working for you guys. Hopefully you liked the video. Once I put it together, I'll send you the photos. But other than that, guys, I have a special interview for you guys. Tonight, I had the opportunity of linking up with one of my favorite runners here in Las Vegas. The one and only Duval Dorsey, the AKA the 420 runner. He's right now on a mission right now to race with
Avery Collins, ultra marathoner Avery Collins.
There you go, guys. As you heard it, you're going to hear it today on our podcast show today. So let's get going. All right, so how you doing today, Duval? Or should I say the 420 runner? Which name do you go by?
That's a good question. A lot of people, I like to be called Vegas 420 runner, but a lot of people just call me 420.
420, okay. 420.
Yeah, so, but anything Duval 420 runner, Vegas 420 runner, whatever you feel good calling me. You know, you call me 4Tweezy all the time. Maybe I'll start going by 4Tweezy. Anybody who watches this show, give me a 4Tweezy shout out.
Hashtag 4Tweezy if you want to go ahead and let them know that you like that. Okay, well, nice. I like that. Well, I'll go ahead and say Duval. Duval, since I first met you, I've been keeping up with your career and with your runs, and you've been improving from when I first met you at Xterra till the last run that we both ran out there. I mean, you've done so much. Do you feel that you're where you need to be as of right now, or are you still trying to get more out of your running?
Oh, that's a real good question. Well, I'll tell you what. Because I recently moved to the heart of Las Vegas from the outer edges of the city. And when I stayed on the edges, I was really close to the desert. And so I could just get so much running in. And it was so fulfilling. But now that I'm down here in the city, got to get back out there. And I got to get back to it. And I got to get back to putting these long miles in on my training.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, it's important to be out there running. Especially, it seems to me that you're more of a nature runner. You like being in the wilderness or in the desert, like you mentioned, just being there by yourself, or in that mindset where you don't have to worry about, hey, is that car gonna hit me, or hey, I gotta wait on the red light, or oh man, I almost got hit again by somebody on a bike. I mean, little things like that you lose. And I understand exactly where you're coming from with that. So I feel your pain, brother. So let's get the 420 out there, guys. Let's create a GoFundMe for him. Let's do something to send him out to the desert.
No, so anyways, Patreon. Patreon is where you can show your support.
There
you can change the world with $1 a month. $1 a month and you can change the world by helping me to destigmatize cannabis, make it socially acceptable around the nation, and just get this whole plant normalized.
Yeah, let's take it to the limit, guys. All right, so that's good. The 420 runner is a hilarious guy, you know. That's why I enjoy his videos. I enjoy his knowledge on things. And he's a very educated guy. Not only is he dabbled with the 420, however, he does have his education to back him up, so he's not your average smoker. Yep.
Right.
Yep. All right, now, let's see.
You don't see most grad students smoking weed on YouTube, you know?
Amen to that. Yes, yes. Okay, so I have another. You mentioned you were actually doing some things with some sponsors. How's that going? You got that big fish yet?
That's a very good question. Well, I had 2 big sponsors last year. Desert Dash, which is a local running company out here in Las Vegas. They have a race called the Bootleg Beatdown every summer. It's one of my favorite races. And so this summer I really wanted to do it, but I didn't have, as far as the transportation, the money, the shoes, and all that stuff. I had been taking some time off to focus on other things. I wasn't in a position where I could just turn around and do that race all of a sudden.
Okay.
But they did the race organizers, or some trail runners here in Vegas, they did a preview of the course. And I put the message out on the Facebook, hey guys, I'd love to come run the preview. If anybody could give me a ride. My homegirl Rebecca, she gave me a ride out there. And we did the preview course. I did the 5 mile. I did the 5 mile preview course. And I wasn't sure if I was doing the 10. I was going along for the ride, and whatever the group was going to do, that's what I was going to do too.
Okay. You were out there to run.
Yeah, I was out there to run. But the thing was, at about mile 2.5, I got this weird little twingy cramp in one of my calves. And I never get that, not that early and all that stuff.
Ow, my leg.
But I was out in the trails, and I hadn't been running in a while, and I had that twingy cramp, and I was like, if we run the 10 miles, I got to be careful,
They're going to leave me.
And so anyways, I ended up doing the 5 miles, but while I was out there, I made the decision, man, I got to do this race. Meanwhile, Green Life Productions was one of the marijuana businesses here in Las Vegas that was constantly reaching out, hey, if you ever need any support, let us know. And I was focusing on other things at the time, but that's when I said, let me turn to Green Life. And another reason why I keyed in on that company is because the owner, Steve Cantwell, is a former UFC fighter and athlete.
Okay.
So he's got that. So I felt a certain connection there.
Right.
Initially, when my plan first started to get the sponsors, I was considering putting logos and patches on a race jersey featuring multiple businesses.
Okay.
This is something that they do in mixed martial arts on their shorts.
Right, or on the Boy Scouts.
And Boy Scouts and a whole bunch of different things. But since he's a mixed martial artist...
teams, wrestling teams. Yep.
Exactly. And since he did mixed martial arts, where he had to get sponsors on his shorts,
right.
I thought this guy can relate to what I'm doing. There was that another kind of connection. Yeah.
Right. Another opening, yep. And
so anyways, I reached out to them. I told them, look, guys, I only need this much to do the race, and then they said, you know what else do you need? Whatever you need, we got it covered. And then,
ching, ching.
And then from there, I said, I was going to reach out to some other companies. Some other people were showing interest at the time. And I reached out to Green Life, and I said, guys, I got several other races. This is what my schedule looks like. There's several other companies that are, interested in sponsoring a race and stuff.
Okay.
But I wanted to give you guys first dibs.
Okay.
For showing love. I wanted to give you guys first dibs.
The 420 runner is a fair man.
And they took one look at the schedule, and they were like, we got this. We're going to rock this.
Nice.
And so that's basically how it went down. And in the meantime, several other, and the schedule was just up until the end of the year, 2016. It was my 2016 schedule.
Gotcha.
And so they're like, we got this, we're going to rock this. And so basically I rocked with them the whole season.
Nice.
I rocked with them the whole season. They're showing love. It's kind of challenging because I'm in school and I got these other things going on with my career and my family life, and plus running and trying to put the time in with training and whatnot. And so then doing what we do, making videos and whatnot,
right.
It can be challenging. It's easy to post a quick live video, and I do that all the time, as you guys will see when you go to my stuff. However, like to sit down and edit some stuff, it's kind of, to find the time to edit it and go over the obstacles and challenges, it could be very time consuming. So only now over the winter break have I been able to, because it's a little bit of a one-man show, and so I've been able to go over and edit some of the videos. However, if you go back and look on my YouTube, you'll see that 2 other producers, Erwin Cuevas and Nelson Ramirez, they both put together a piece that's on my YouTube. So you can see, and so I was like, it would be worth it to pay people because I couldn't do it myself, you know?
Right, okay.
But sometimes you got to put your own touch on it to give it that spin that you want.
That flavor, that uniqueness.
And then
your own swag, basically.
Basically. And so to follow up with that, after the last race that we had with Greenlight Production,
GLP,
one of the people that has really been pursuing this was wanting to really work with me closely is Battle Bong Clothing, MV.
Nice.
Now,
Battle Bong, guys.
Yeah, Battle Bong. So this is actually a clothing line. So that's in their cannabis clothing line. So, I mean, it just has cannabis images, the Nevada state flag and the cannabis leaf.
Battle Bong, I'm a double X, maybe 3X. Don't forget.
Yeah, hook him up, Battle Bong. You got to hook this guy up because I guarantee you he'll get you guys. He'll share your shirt around.
Nice.
So, anyways, Battle Bong, they right after that they stepped up to the plate with no hesitation, started showing love, and they started showing love. Paid for a few races. I put on the gear. I rocked the gear. We did the doggone thing, you know.
Nice.
And then, once the new year came, breaking news.
Here live at the podcast show with Mr. Run2Improve. Breaking news.
Yeah, so an anonymous sponsor has stepped up to pay several race entry fees.
Ooh.
They wish to remain anonymous.
Oh.
So my entry fees are good. Oh, and the shoes, they got the shoes and stuff and some of the other stuff too. So now I have a little bit more flexible. I'm a little bit more flexible.
Okay.
So this is what we're doing now.
Okay.
All the businesses that wanted to reach out to me, and work with me, they can still do that. We can still definitely do that. However, but the way the model is set up now is that there would be able to help by sponsoring my team members. So now I'm going to be traveling with the team of guys.
Nice.
Okay? And we're particularly interested in runners that are top 10 finishers.
Okay.
And runners that have a online social media, you know, active online and social media, one or the other.
All right,
you know, and if you do both, then we're probably gonna cross paths anyways. You know.
So remember that, guys. If you want to get signed up, go to the 420 Runner Facebook page. Send them a message. Let them know, hey, I'm a runner that's interested, or I'm a person that's on social media that is interested in doing something with you, and hit him up, and he'll reply right back.
Exactly. Gotcha. So this is one of the ways that I'm trying to help them make that connection. Okay.
Very important information, guys. Listen up.
So in doing so, what I'm trying to do is get together the 420 cross country team, the Nevada or the Vegas team, and we're going to be able to help the cannabis industry do their promotions by wearing their t-shirts or wearing their gear, wearing their swag to the races, in exchange for the entry fee.
Gotcha. Okay.
So now me and my team, me and my squad, we still get to do these races free now.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
And then next step is get the squad gear and stuff like that. And we want to we want it to be open to everybody. So when they can even come one time, you know.
Okay.
But we're going to give kind of priority to people that kind of want to stay on a little bit longer or make a commitment to a couple more races, especially if they're, doing something on social media.
Okay.
Because we're going to be doing a lot of stuff with pictures and video.
Right on.
The team members wear the shirts with the logo representing, yes. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to be taking pictures and videos and stuff, and it's all going to be editing together. You know, now you don't actually have to, be a cannabis user or anything like that to be on the team. You could just be a supporter of the cause, or maybe you just want to run a free race.
Right.
You know, that's fine too. And when it's not like you have to talk about cannabis or anything like that. This is just by wearing the shirt and representing with us is how you can show your support.
Gotcha.
Now, of course, if you want to be more vocal, it's up to you. You know, but the most important thing is that we're dedicated to representing cannabis, you know, in the running community in a fun, healthy, positive, and legal way.
Right on, brother. You heard it here, guys. That's awesome, Duval. You're doing your thing, putting it to work, and I hope it takes off. So there you have it, guys. You want to sign up. You want to be part of the first cannabis cross-country team. This is going to be insane, guys. Get on board. I highly recommend it. 2017, definitely starting off right for Mr. Duval Dorsey, the 420 runner. We got a tough question coming up, which I've seen this, and it kind of gets me upset to the point where I'm like, I wonder how he feels. So let's find out from the mouth of truth. Alright, so here we go. Now, I seen, Duval, that some people come, you're like, yeah, my name is Duval Dorsey, and then they like you, and then they're like, yeah, I'm also AKA the 420 runner. Next thing you know, and they're like, they totally drop any type of friendship or any type of connection they had with you before, or prior to them finding out you're the 420 runner. And I'm like, oh, that probably has to bug them. So how does that make you feel? Is it just something that you just let it roll off your shoulder and say, you know what, if it's not for you, buddy, it's for the next one? That's the mentality I would take, but I want to hear how you feel, sir.
At this point, it just basically comes with the territory. Anybody who works in the cannabis industry knows that you're going to get this. From your own family even, because there's a lot of things where it gets tied into politics or it gets tied into religion. It gets real deep to people. So, and you got to be able to maneuver. Especially, we're operating ahead of the curve. These other folks are on the wrong side of history. It's over. The tipping point has tipped. The domino's on the way down now. I mean, it's done. It's already happened. You can't stop this. So they're on the wrong side of history. So I let them go. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm moving in one direction. You've seen my behind the scenes, and you've seen my schedule. You know how ambitious I'm trying to take this to the next level. Going internationally with this message,
spreading the word, letting them know. Yep.
Yeah. So at first, I mean, it was interesting because when I first came public about my cannabis use, like you said, some people backed away, several people backed away, but also other people drew closer. And it's not that I ever smoked cannabis with them or ever did after that, but there was like some type of
connection.
Yeah, some type of connection where I noticed that, particularly, I noticed this with certain professors.
Okay.
That weren't particularly one way or the other, but once I started making this noise on the campus with everything I was doing, then with the cannabis and everything, they showed a certain respect that wasn't even there before when I was doing big things.
Right. Or a little interest or a comment
more interest and comments and stuff.
Yeah, okay, I feel you on that.
Yeah, so just when some people backed up, other people drew closer, and this is the thing.
It's a doggy world.
And in the cannabis community, there's a lot of cool people, and they'll be very supportive, and there's been a ton of times where they've looked out for me. The cannabis community where my running community wasn't able to hold my back like that.
Okay.
Then the cannabis community was able to step in on certain occasions and look out for me and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Look out for me and
show some love.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. Well, I'm glad you see it that way, and keep it moving forward. Don't let nobody change your view on that, and just keep pushing the message forward. Let's see here. I have one last question for the 420 runner, and I think this is a good one because I don't think nobody's asked them this. So here we go, guys. Mr. 420 runner, how can we help you? let me know. Other than, tell me what you need. What are you hoping for from the public, from your fans, from your supporters on Twitter, on Yahoo. Who uses Yahoo? Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Periscope, and I believe on Patreon too. Let's all get together, guys, and let's help this young man push that message across the nation like he wants to, and let's bring out this monster that's in the closet. It's not a monster. It's actually something very healthy.
It's a plant.
It's a herbal plant. But yeah, so let's hear it from him. How can we help you, Mr. 420
Well,
Runner?
this is kind of because, as you know, I've tried different strategies. Like I said on this show, initially I wanted to do the different patches.
Right.
It costs such and such amount to be on the front, such and such amount to be on the back, such and such amount to be on the sleeve.
Right.
I even did that with the shorts and the hat. That was kind of like my initial thing.
The shorts were too little, so they couldn't do too many sponsors.
Okay, and so then I didn't actually ever move forward with that. You know.
Okay, so you didn't push it.
Right, and so then basically the way it ended up working out was when I got with Green Life, I just wear their gear, their swag, until we got a jersey made for me, like with the 420 Runner plus Green Life or whatever.
All right, perfect. Mr. 420 Runner, are you okay?
So here's how you can help. Guys. Let me get right to it. I want to get, 5,000 people that support my message. 5,000 people to support my message to go onto Patreon, okay, and commit to helping me change the world with $1 a month. Just $1 a month. And so that's $12 over the year.
$1 a month, $12 a year, guys.
Right.
It's that simple.
Right. And so basically, it's the simple part is going on, signing up, and paying the $1 a month. That's the simple part. The hard part is getting the 5,000 people to do that. Now, I know everybody's saying, well, $5,000 a month, what's he going to do with that? Okay, well, one, you can find out by going to redefinecannabis.com. And you can go to the Films tab, and the drop-down menu, you're going to see film festivals. These are the different film festivals that we're submitting a few different films. We even want to submit one of you. The one that we did together. The documentary.
Okay. The documentary.
I have a different title for it. 420-pound weight loss champion.
Right on.
And so go check that out. But anyways, you're going to see the film festival. So we're submitting all these films there. We anticipate them being accepted, and we're going to be going to those film festivals. As you know, Sway, we have a few running conferences coming up. Health and fitness conferences and running conferences that we want to go to and bring this message. And when we go to these conferences, we're talking about going there hopefully to be a speaker, but if not, we're going to be a participant and set up the speaker event for the following year or for the next time.
Or learn the trade, learn what's going on,
learn the trade and learn what's going on,
and move it forward.
And we're going to be shooting videos because I'm trying to get him to come out to one in California with me.
Oh, we're definitely going to try to get out there and join this young man doing his thing.
And so it would be about spreading the message by going to all the 420 Games races. Okay, 420games.org. Go there. They have races in Portland, Seattle, Washington, Denver, Boulder, Phoenix, Vegas, LA, San Francisco, Boston, and Orlando. And I plan to race at every one of those this year. Okay?
Wow.
Mark my words. Okay? I'm not going to curse on your podcast.
I'll be beep, beep.
But mark my words. And so I want to go to all those. I'm already reaching out to the 420 Games and seeing how I can help them have a really great event here in Vegas. Because one of my goals is to have a really large turnout with Vegas. We want to have a good turnout down here. So I'm inviting everybody from around the country here. I'm going to go around all year to all the races, inviting people to come back here.
So there you have it, guys. He wants to have an ultimate 420 party here this year, 2017, in December of the year.
No, it'll be November. It'll be November.
November. Okay, in November. He has a date in mind already. I just threw a date up there.
And you can find out the latest on these race dates at 420games.org. And you can meet me at all the races. If you stay in any of those areas, come meet me, come get a photo with me. Let's do a quick shout out and everything like that. But so the Patreon, the $5,000 is going to help me to go to these races all around the country and go to these running conferences and go to these film festivals around the country. And you guys can find the more details online, the race schedule, because there's also additional races that are in this schedule that aren't the 420 games. There's a few other races, a couple of them here in Vegas. So you can find that race schedule on there. The money's going to go toward completing that schedule so I can keep the mission going forward. Also, the equipment and the gear and paying the camera person and whatnot.
Gotcha.
Not only that, the conference entry fees and stuff like that to take but hopefully the entry fees won't be high because I'll be a speaker. That's the goal, to be a speaker. But if not, I still want to attend so that I can set up the speaker role for next year.
Gotcha.
Okay, so it's going to all those places, the conferences, races, and film festivals.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Gotcha.
And so that's mainly what it is.
Where's my notes? Why are you slacking? Sorry about that, guys.
Not only that, I want to go to France with Avery Collins in September. I want to be on his crew team. So the money is going to be raised so I could go with that. If you don't know, Avery Collins is another cannabis athlete. When I started getting into this, I started looking him up and finding out he was the only person I was finding. He's an ultra marathoner. He's doing his thing, professional, And so I reached out to him. I said, look, man, I want to be on your crew. Let me know your schedule. He told me he's going to France. I said, I'm there.
So he's trying to get to France, guys. Let's send him out there.
And we're going to be live streaming. We're going to be vlogging, all that stuff with Avery Collins in France. That's the goal. That's the plan. So we have this whole three-quarters of a year to raise the money through Patreon, getting these 5,000 people to get this message really out there and stuff. Now, with all of this, we have all the vlog and what it's going to be called. It's called Puff and Run TV. We're still putting up the website and all that stuff, but it's going to be coming out soon. And not only that, all of this boils down to a call to action to get people back into fitness, particularly cannabis users. We want them to be fitness, and we want other fitness people to be open-minded to this healthy alternative.
Gotcha.
So it's a call to action, and we're going to be starting cannabis cross-country teams in every single state in the country.
Nice. Well, there you have it, guys.
420 runner, Vegas 420 runner. And I'm looking for other 420 runners in other cities and other states.
So if you like to puff and you can run, hit them up.
Anybody could be a 420 runner.
The main thing is you have it in your heart, passion.
You don't have to use it. You just have it. Support runners who don't want to drink a beer afterwards.
We appreciate that, Duvall. All right, guys. So let me go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to our show. This is the first of the many to come. Thank you very much for listening. This is your host, Mr. Run2Improve. This was an interview with Duval Dorsey. Once again, thank you for coming out and giving us your time and talking to us and sharing your message once again so we can continue to help you, support you, and continue the journey. So let's say goodnight and good run.